This is where our next deep dive and a good deal of, I think, shared ideation will benefit. We have a category called conversational intelligence. And conversational intelligence, as I hinted at earlier in this session, is about creating that single point of, or single source of truth or single set of processes of truth to inform conversational user interfaces. And I think one of the things you see in the landscape where there's a lot of activity among developers is building, and in a way I'm going to answer one of the questions here, is like entities and intents seem to be modeled in all bot products. What are the next generation of concepts that we should expect to see convergence on? It turns out that, those entities and intents are distilled from, too often, I would say, from stored past conversations, whether it's chat transcripts or recorded and analyzed conversations, tagged and coded about whether the answer was successful, and that's learning, and blah blah blah. But it's self-referential and it's kind of static. If you know the question and you know the answer, we can recognize the intent and categorize it. When getting answers to a broader set of questions, to confronting something new, to completing a transaction, you're going to bang against, booking a flight, booking a hotel, you're going to bang against multiple and more dynamic sources of intelligence. And how we define that combination of processes and information to then help a customer complete his or her task, to make employees more productive in answering it, to promoting consistency and correct answers as you do all that, calls for sort of zooming out, ingesting information from an awful lot of other sources, building connectors into existing processes. So that's where some of the we have a great term for it, which is conversational service automation, which is putting a conversational front end in front of a bunch of services that are indeed automated, which implies that they're repetitive and automatable. And it creates a whole area of opportunity that we think is the next big thing.